For waking up early on a weekend to witness the opening of the fourth Property Expo. Some of you may have not had sleep yet, right? Maybe the others wala pang tulog because nag-set up. No problem with that, wala problema. Don't worry kung wala kayong tulog. The problem is pag wala kayong gising. That's bad. No, so for some, waking up early on a weekend is a waste of opportunity to sleep longer because that's the only time that we have. But for winners like you, it is an opportunity to do something different, to discover something new. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the continued support of the different developers mentioned earlier by David, who are here with us today, not only to provide choices for the prospective investors and home buyers who will be visiting the booths in the next 2 days. There are also some of the most sought after speakers who will be sharing very important or very valuable lessons in the next 2 days, starting this afternoon. If I were you, I will take advantage of this opportunity to listen to all of the speakers today and tomorrow, because the next time you want to learn from these speakers, you will be paying thousands of pesos. May bayad na. At least today, libre. So take advantage of that. Incidentally, most people do not know how to really make the most out of events like this. Especially those who are just assigned, inassign lang mag-man inassign lang mag-booth, so walang magagawa. No, those who are assigned to man the booth, they expect and pray that maybe there will be a lot of visitors who will come and hopefully approach their booths and inquire. During the dead hours, which is usually about 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock during weekdays, and sometimes this happens also during weekends, depends on the venue, the assigned agents either just waste their hours texting, browsing Facebook, or even roam around the mall. Sayang opportunity. One thing that you can do, which actually you should have done a few days ago, is to invite everyone you know that you will be here and you're going to be here in the next 2 days. Invite them here. Invite them to visit the booths. Invite them to attend the free mini seminars. Don't be afraid that they will unnecessarily see the competitors in the other booths. They can do that online anyway. Maximize this opportunity. You still have time. Actually, what you should do today, once we cut the ribbon, get your phones and take photos. Take a lot of photos of the event, of the booths, 2 selfies, and then blast them on your social media account, and then don't just say ATM. Before I thought ATM was at the mall. Don't just say that it's at the mall, but tell them to come here and visit the booths. Then tell them, your colleagues, take advantage of the free seminars. Pag sinabi nila, no, I have an appointment, make your appointments here. Set your appointments here. There are a lot of places here where they can do their meetings. Okay? So, now, today you will be meeting a lot of people, especially those who will be manning the booths, who will be looking for their first homes or first investments. People who will be upgrading from their present homes and people who are looking for their dream homes. Those are the people that you will meet today. But whatever they are looking for, your role today is not to sell to them. Sino sa inyo gusto na bebentahan? Wala. Don't sell, don't force it to them. Your role is to help them make a decision. Help them make a decision. Most of the people who will be inquiring from you have made their very first step already in owning a home. What do you think is the first step in owning a home? No, it's not checking your finances. It's not looking for an agent. It is making a decision to own a home. That is the first step. That is putting a date and a deadline on that dream. making a commitment to do whatever it takes to make that wish come true. We are here. We should not be salespeople. We should be advisors. We should be consultants. We should be friends of these people. Para hindi tayo iniiwasan ng mga clients. I'm an agent. I'm a salesperson. I will say that. I'm an advisor. I'm a friend. So when people approach your booth, don't just hand them the flyer and say, sir, for investment, sir, for reference. No, don't. Sawa na sila doon. And also, don't be too aggressive. And show all your closing techniques and pressure them into buying. No, in the next 2 days, you are here to generate leads. Generate leads and build networks. You can network with each other. Real estate now is all about networking. Both present and online. Both local and international. Spread your network, build your network, far and wide, high and low. Everybody is a potential referrer. Okay. So, there may be first-time home buyers and there are first-time agents here. There are also first-time developers and first-time exhibitors. So there's always a first-time. Even me. Today will be my first time to run 5K. First time to run 5K. Last year, sabi nga, I ran 21K. But it took me the whole year to complete that. But this time, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this with my wife and kids. Now, I just cut this short. Now, if you really want to help your clients make a well-informed decision, or if we have prospective buyers here, since you are going to make a major decision, I suggest that you get all the information you need. Luckily, you don't have to go to different places to get all this information. In the next 2 days, you can learn about the outlook of Philippine property market. I think that's 2 o'clock today. You can find out also where the emerging cities are and what are the good investment hotspots. Don't miss that. And are you better off with RFOs or pre-selling? What works for you? Okay? Or are you buying a property based on your lifestyle? There's an expert who's going to talk about that this afternoon. So how to manage your investment properties? Knowing the good and the bad through feng shui. Whether you like it or not, your clients somehow believe in feng shui. So make sure that you have an idea about that also. And payment solutions. If you are based abroad and you want to invest in the Philippines, how do you bring out the money? How you get the money? How you bring the money back? Also, later, you will meet a very young and dynamic speaker who will be teaching us on how to make money through property investments. That guy, I met a guy, and he's going to talk from experience. Very young guy, less than 30 years old and making millions. Do you want that? Learn from the guy. Wait for that guy this afternoon or tomorrow. So for those who are thinking of renovating their homes, there are topics on creative home designs. Get ideas. A good business now or a good skill would be to do interior designs for your clients. Your prospective buyers will thank you for giving them this opportunity to get all this information that will aid them in making a decision. Okay, now, lastly, since you will be getting a lot of tips in the next 2 days, I want to be the first one to give you a tip. Do you want an instant confidence booster? This is something that you need. This is something that you can use before you're making your presentations, before you do your client call, before you start your meeting. This is called the power pose. The power pose is a victory pose, and instinctively, as animals, we actually do that. The gorillas do that. How do the gorillas assert their authority and their power? What's the victory pose of the runners when they reach the finish line? What is the victory pose of boxers when they win? That's the victory pose. You do that just before you start the meeting. Just before you start the meeting. And then, but don't do that in front of your client. So you do that inside, let's say in the bathroom, especially if there's a mirror. Do that power pose, and then assert yourself. Do what's this? Do your claims. I can do this, or I'll close this deal. Okay. So, would you like that? That pose is energy. You're trying to collect all the go into your heart, go into your power. So that gives you that instant boost of confidence, and that works. Believe me, that works. So in the next 2 days, before we open this, do you want a very good start? Do you want a confident start? Do you want a very supercharged opening? Okay, so let's do that power pose this morning and then say, we will have a very successful Property Expo. Property Expo, let's do this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Andy, for that wonderful and inspiring keynote speech. Okay, so the moment we have all been waiting for, to officially open the 4th Philippine Property Expo. May we call on once again Mr. David Abranilla, the founder and managing director of Philippine Property Expo, here in front to cut the ribbon, together with the chairman of STEP Philippine Inc. and founder of KAJA, Mr. Andy Manyala, the country manager of Dot Property, Ms. Tanya Yu, from Solid Pattern Home Builders, Mr. Stephen Anthony Lee and Ms. Stephanie Catherine Lee, the marketing and public relations manager of Benchmark Email, Ms. Joy Espacio, the sales manager of Philinvest Alabang Inc., Mr. Mark Derecho, the marketing head of PDB Properties, Mr. Stevie Tambunting, and the research manager of Colliers International, Mr. Joey Bonto. Yeah, is everybody still okay? I'm sorry. Okay, can we have a round of applause? Okay. At the count of 3, we'll cut the ribbon, okay? Yeah. Take a look at the camera for the photo op. There's a lot of cameras. Once more. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the 4th Philippine Property Expo 2017.